everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike and T. Hello, T.
Hi, pal.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
For a Monday?
For a Monday, short week.
Yeah.
I'm skedaddling on Thursday morning, so makes it easier.
Sure. It's a good Monday for you, too.
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
Indeed.
Oh, I got to tell you, though, I woke up depressed.
Why? Oh,
Just
yesterday was kind of a shit show?
Yeah. It hurt. I'll be honest, that sucked yesterday.
It did. I'm not sure what's worse. Being in a game and losing because you found a way, or just one of those. You can just almost chalk that up to an anomaly, to just where everything was off, nothing worked.
Yeah.
I don't know that was any sort of a real representation of that team. I hope that it's not.
Yeah, I hope it's not too. One thing I'll say is you don't usually see really good teams eat shit hard.
No, not necessarily. I mean,
you could say it with Dallas versus the 49ers when they got smoked a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Is Dallas really that bad?
Right. Your Niners lost to the Browns. Philly just lost to the Jets. Everybody eats a dick once in a while.
Yeah, but not like that. The Niners should have won that game. Missed a 41-yard field goal at the end.
Buffalo smoked Miami a couple of weeks ago and then just lost to whoever the hell just beat them. So a turd. So,
but losing's one thing. I expect the Lions are going to lose 5 games this year. You know what I mean? They just are. They can be a very good team. They can be a playoff team. They can win a playoff game and still easily lose 3, 4, 5, 6 games. But you don't expect them to lose
like that.
Yeah.
Get their willies kicked in quite that bad.
Yeah. Now, you could say 21-0 in the first quarter, everything got away from them, and now the game plan's out the window and you're stuck just throwing the ball, which plays to the defense as they can just pin their ears and make it hell on your quarterback all day, which they did. Plus, the Lions, well within field goal range, multiple times just were going for it.
True.
So it was almost like they threw the kitchen sink at it. They were like, fuck it. We're either going to get a touchdown or we're just going to turn the ball over on downs.
Yep.
So it wasn't quite, it was terrible, but it wasn't, the score could have looked a lot more respectable.
I think this could be a good loss. As hard as it seems, if they went down there and they lost by 3, they're still going to be reading their own shit. Right? They had this whole week of people talking about being the best team in the NFL, clearly the best team in the NFC, your Super Bowl favorites. They were crowning them already.
Yeah.
And that gets in your head a little bit. So if you come out and you win a close game, you're still that good in your head.
Yeah.
You go out and you get humiliated like that in every aspect. Everyone in that locker room, coaches
except
included,
Jack Fox,
needs to, stop and take a real good look in the mirror for themselves. And so this might be the kind of gut check that they need, that this loss might be better than a close loss, in my opinion.
Sort of like not California, Carolina last year.
Yeah.
When the Lions, and that score was, 38-20 or something, whatever it was. But that wasn't representative because they absolutely got their dicks kicked in that game.
Yep.
Start to finish, horrible game, and then they didn't lose another game the rest of the way.
Right.
After that,
so if
it cost them a playoff, but
if they can learn from it,
not a lot of tests on the Lions' schedule. They only face one more team with a winning record currently, and that's the Cowboys in week 16 or something.
We were looking at that this weekend. I like their schedule coming up.
Yeah, a lot easier than Phillies and San Francisco's.
I don't know how that gears you up. When you got to start facing the real boys in the playoffs.
Yeah, and you know what? They very well might not be that team yet. They might be a year away. Most teams that are really good, the Niners did it last year with Christian McCaffrey. Before the trade deadline, the Lions make a move, go get a receiver. Williams worries me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do they go get a receiver? Do they get another edge rusher? Do they do something like that? Do they, but boy, oh boy, does this team look like a different ball club when Montgomery's not in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, it gives you the ability to play. I mean, you say that, but they didn't even really ever have that opportunity. So I'm not even sure that he would have made that big of a difference yesterday. Because like I said, before blink of an eye, it was 21-0.
Yeah.
That defense never stopped them.
Yeah.
They marched right down the field 3 straight times, scored. Well, that takes your running game right out of the fucking window, out of the playbook.
It's fun. There's so many of us go, wow, this team always, whenever they play a running quarterback, they suck, blah, blah. But if you're being honest, that happens a lot with other teams facing running quarterbacks. Because I remember talking to my dad or my brother.
Is a huge thing.
And it's like, we always struggle against these running quarterbacks. It's like, I think most teams do.
Yeah, that's why they're successful.
There's no way, and they keep replaying it. It's like a knife all over again. But, Lamar Jackson scrambling for 9.2 seconds and then throwing a touchdown pass. It's like, what do you do? There's no corner. I don't care if it's Deion Sanders and Darrell Green and Chuck Woodson back there. You're not covering anybody for 9.2 seconds.
Exactly.
I could get wide open in 9.2 seconds. Yeah. So, it is what it is. It's just, there's almost nothing more frustrating when your rush gets home and you get 2 hands on a guy and there's another guy right there to clean it up, and somehow this asshole
slips
escapes through. We see it we see it with Mahomes. You'd see it with Rodgers. Lamar's another level, like a Mike Vick, and it's just infuriating.
Yep.
So, is it one game? It is just one game. And nobody expected the Lions to win out. I certainly didn't.
No, of course not. There's going to be bumps in the road.
But I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's a good thing. Go get your dicks kicked in. If you're going to lose, don't lose by 2. Lose by 30.
Yeah, choke on some humble pie.
Yeah.
And regroup and let this be, a teachable moment, hopefully.
Yeah.
For all parties included, because that coaching staff did not have them ready to play.
No, they didn't. So. And, it'll be interesting to see how they respond. It's good to be home next week. Monday Night Football, they're wearing those dope-ass throwbacks.
The throwbacks, they're at home. They get the Raiders, is that right? Yeah, some home cooking for that one, and an extra day of rest and prep.
Yeah.
So all things, if they come out next week and blow them out, everybody's right back to blowing them.
Yeah,
so,
which is fine. But then they've got that taste in their mouth like, hey, don't get ahead of yourself here. This can go south. This is the NFL. Mm-hmm. You can get your dicks kicked in any week.
Exactly right.
You can. And this is why it's so important. And we keep talking about, just keep stacking wins.
Yeah.
Keep stacking wins. Don't start 2-5.
Beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Yes. Split your division games. In a perfect world, win your home games, split your division opponents, and steal a win here, there on the road.
Yep.
But if you can go 5-1, 5-2, if you would have said before the season,
there would be 5-2.
5-2, would you take it?
100%.
Of course you would.
Yep.
And so would every Lions fan.
Yep.
So, I'm not going to be one of those like jump on and off the bandwagon. I think this is a very good football team.
Yeah. I mean, whether they're Super Bowl, contenders right now, it's hard to say. But they are a very young team.
Yeah.
Young coaching staff, young team all the way around.
Yeah.
I mean, even Goff is young for a seasoned quarterback. For a veteran quarterback, he's young.
Yeah.
And he's got some experience. So it takes, I've said it over and over, that it's a process that you have to lose before you can win on some level. Very rarely do you just click and win.
Even Michael Jordan had to go through the fucking bad boy Pistons.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
He didn't just show up and
you got to lose to learn how to win.
Yeah.
So,
but this is
light years ahead of where we were. So the fact that we're even like disappointed that they might not be the best team in the NFL is comical in some way.
Yeah. And I still think they're up there, and they'll get it. They'll get, that's the best thing about this league is next week you get a chance to prove yourself all over again.
Exactly.
And just stack wins. Don't lose to shitty teams and make this a competitive race with a shit division.
Yeah.
You have a shit division.
Yep. And they'll get to control their own fate playing Minnesota twice in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So they'll control their own destiny there, whether Minnesota's even in a position to.
Sure would have been nice to have.
Hopefully they take an L today.
Yeah, Vikings. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
So
we hope
that'd be a good L.
It would have been nice if the goddamn Finns could knock off the Eagles last night. The Eagles don't look that great, but their record says they're 6-1.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not a 6-1 like Minnesota was last year, which was an obvious fraud.
Yeah.
Absolute fraud. Minnesota, and you're seeing it this year, what they should have been last year. That's what Minnesota is. But
interesting to see if Julio Jones makes any real impact on that squad.
Nah.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be all world, but to essentially have Julio Jones as your third receiver, especially in the red zone, that can be a difference maker.
We'll see. We'll see. The other game we had this weekend went a little better, if you're a U of M fan.
Yeah, which I am.
Yeah, me too.
It was a great game.
I don't hate Sparty. I'm not one of those. I didn't go to either school, so I don't really care. I'm a much bigger Michigan fan than Michigan State.
You know what's funny, though, is I'm not either. I've always been said I'm a state of Michigan fan.
Yeah,
I root for Sparty unless they're playing Michigan.
Yeah,
and in the rare circumstances where they had more to play for than Michigan, I would root for Michigan State because I want them to do well. I root for the Big Ten.
Yeah, in the early 2000s, 2010s when Michigan State was cleaning up.
Except Ohio. Fuck Ohio always.
But you'd say the same thing with when Western Michigan is good or Central. Puts together a decent year.
Of course. But there's something about that Mel Tucker shit. Not this one. I'm fine. He took his dick out. I got no issues with that.
Yeah, he jacked off on the phone. Whatever.
Right. No. Just this the hype, the contract he got, the attitude that they had thought coming in. You know, the tunnel bullshit from last year. Really's got a bad taste in my mouth for Sparty these last couple of years. I mean, I have a disdain for them more now in these last couple of years than I've had for my whole life. Mm-hmm. So, fuck them. So, 49-0 was nice to hang on.
49-0. Wow.
Should have gone for 2 to get half a honey.
Yeah, I know. But even that 42-49 was like, you could have taken knees there. You could have taken knees. But you didn't.
No, fuck no.
You know, and it's going to be, but that becomes, bulletin board material that we'll never forget what you did last year.
Okay,
it's
good.
like, then stop it. That's what most teams say to that.
Exactly.
There was some stuff that happened yesterday at that Spartan Stadium that really became an issue.
Really?
Yeah, they had Hitler up on the jumbotron.
What, like at the game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
During the game?
Pre-game.
No shit.
Yeah, they had Hitler up there.
For
catching a lot of shit. It wasn't like, hey, happy birthday, Adolf, or anything like that.
Just out there just goose stepping or what?
Yeah. It was just, so their AD, Michigan State's AD, Alan Haller, said he suspended an employee involved in allowing Adolf Hitler's image to be shown on the video boards before playing Michigan. The employee will be paid pending an investigation that will help determine potential action in the future. And now everyone's got to jump on board and do the apology tour.
Oh, do you have some statements prepared for us?
I do.
Oh, fantastic.
Holler said no one in the department viewed the entire video.
This Sparty deal, they're getting good at statements. A lot of them out here lately.
They probably have a stack. Like, okay, did we do something racist? Who got fingered?
Put the dick one. We already used that one.
Yeah, we've already used that one on Mel's dick. Where's the one?
Active shooter.
Can we recycle the Larry Nassar stuff? Can we come full circle with that yet? Will that work for the Hitler one? No? Okay. I guess we're going to have to come up with some new statements.
Yeah.
But said we didn't watch the whole video exposing a failure on our end. It's just a failure in the process.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism must be denounced, and the image displayed prior to Saturday night's game is not representative of who we are and the culture we embody. Well, that's good to know. Because I was thinking with Michigan State, obviously, they hate Jews.
Oh, anti-Semitic for sure. Yeah.
Big Hitler fans. I mean, that when people say
all the Jews go to Michigan, that's why.
Some people think agricultural school or Tom Izzo and the basketball team. I think Jew hating. Mm-hmm. Obviously, isn't that usually the first thing that pops into people's heads when they think Michigan State?
Yep.
Yeah.
That and couch burning.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't changed their green uniforms to brown shirts at this point.
Looking for a new logo on the helmet, are they?
Yeah.
Sparty's.
Sparty. It means Sparty.
Yeah.
That's why we have that. Looks like a couple lightning bolts, but it's actually an SS for Sparty.
Exactly.
Sparty State Sparty.
There you go.
That's all it is. So, nevertheless, we must own our failures and accept responsibility. The creator and producer of the Quiz channel on YouTube, which includes Hitler's image, as part of a quiz, said the school didn't ask for permission to use his content or pay him for it, and defended his decision to include the question on his platform. It's absolutely a normal trivia question. Ignoring the dark facets of history is by no means the answer. On the contrary, Let's see, Larson. Which one is Larson?
What was the question? Who holds a record for killing the most Jews?
Yeah, no. That would have been but it's a give me. It's a gimme. Where was Hitler born?
Oh.
Austria. Okay. Yeah, like everybody knows that.
Clearly.
Brunau am in Austria, to be exact. I mean, who doesn't know fucking that? Mm-hmm. I mean, any fan of it. I mean, any person who understands history knows that. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's a
gimme.
Tourist destination.
They might as well have popped up with, 1 + 1 equals. Duh. 2. Right? Simple. Michigan State spokesman Matt Larson apologized. Okay, so
Let's
now
hear it,
we're
Matt.
Now we're on to Matt Larson. Let's see what Matt comes up with.
So the first one was what, the AD? Is that what that was?
That was the AD. He'll come back again.
Sure. Yeah. They take turns.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's the final solution to this problem.
Yeah.
But it's, Allen's going to come full circle, and we'll hear from him again. MSU will be using the third-party source going forward, or will not be using the third-party source going forward, and will implement stronger screening and approval procedures for all video board content in the future. Michigan State streamed the quiz channel, which had 40 questions in its latest video, including asking where was Hitler born. The previous question before that asked, in Star Trek, what color was Spock's blood?
Oh, my God.
Did you know that one?
Blue.
No.
Green.
Spartan green. I didn't know that either, but it's apparently Spock's got green. Actually, Spock is Leonard Nimoy, and he's got red blood, but for the sake of their
For the argument's sake, yeah.
quiz game, yeah. I am deeply sorry for the image displayed at Spartan Stadium, which made many of our community feel alienated and unsafe. Yeah, that was President Teresa Woodruff. Good to hear from her. I was wondering
time for
where
her to
she
chime
stood
in.
on this. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the whole stadium felt unsafe, I think people feeling unsafe is getting overused.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Yeah, sure. A picture of Hitler saying, where was this person born?
Exactly. It's history.
Yeah.
It wasn't glorifying it or anything. Now, why would that be a question? Who cares? Irrelevant. In this day and age, in the temperature of the that we're at right now,
right
in the world, you might want to skip that one.
Look, I know people want to,
but if these are just a generic, it sounds. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds like this is part of some sort of a show or something that they do, and then this is one of probably many.
Yeah.
So that there's thousands of questions that make up all these different things. So this just happened to be one in this one that they chose to play on this show.
Right.
And so.
Look, the fact is, people want to act like Hitler's the GOAT. They just do, as far as genocidal maniacs go.
Yeah.
Hitler's the GOAT, and people really believe that. But his numbers tell a different story. I'm sorry.
Who's up there? Attila?
Pol Pot. Pol Pot's up there. Mao is up there. Mao's got way more. But see,
Khan?
his weren't cool, like showers and trains to Auschwitz and all that.
Yeah.
His weren't like that. His were like, I'm just going to starve 20 million people.
Well, you got to use the tools you have available at the time.
Yeah.
When a lot of trains
so Hitler
back in the Mao era.
Hitler gets like glorified first ballot Hall of Famer. Oh, he's the GOAT.
You know what? It's the "what have you done for me lately" thing. People just forget deep history.
Yeah. Who's the guy that fucked his way across the globe and he's a little midget dude, I think?
Wasn't that Khan? Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that's what...
They say he literally murdered 10% of the global population.
Yeah.
Hitler didn't do that.
No.
Hitler didn't even come close to that. But if you said, where was Genghis Khan born? I bet people wouldn't be like, oh my God, we need 4 leaders from the school releasing statements.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, I don't know that. I assume it wasn't intentional or on any level it was just part of a packaged, a pre-made package that was put together.
It's a bullshit trivia thing. So when you're sitting in the stands waiting for the bands
just
to come
have
out,
something, right?
You go, oh yeah, what was Star Trek? And you get in an argument with your buddy.
Yep.
No, don't Google it. Don't Google it. So one idiot says his blood was blue, another idiot says his blood was green.
Hey, what? I'm not an idiot.
No, I said both idiots, green and blue.
But green was right, apparently.
Yeah. So President Teresa Woodruff continues. It was unacceptable. And I asked last evening for a full review of this university event, and will take all necessary steps to align our messages and actions to our values.
I wish these people would say why it's so unacceptable.
Yeah, but she's not done yet.
Okay, good.
She's not done yet.
Hopefully she expounds upon that.
I will work with our Jewish community and every member of my minoritized populations to ensure Spartans feel that this is a place where everyone can live, work, go to class, and attend events that are welcoming.
Okay.
Later Sunday, Holler, I told you he was going to come full circle.
Yep, here we go.
Again, I don't think this is the final solution to the problem.
No.
But, he's coming back like, whoa, I heard what she just said. I want to add.
Yeah. If I may.
Ultimately, it's my responsibility to make sure all those who interact with Spartan athletics feel safe, valued, and respected.
Oh, yeah, way to fall on that sword.
The image was harmful to our communities, especially our Jew community, which is currently experiencing a rise in anti-Semitism, including acts of violence. Well, no thanks to you, A.D. Heller. You're the one flashing Hitler's image up on the screen all willy-nilly.
Yeah. Did the whole crowd just go when the thing came up?
Yeah.
No?
The band started goose-stepping around the field. Yeah, it was wild. Haller, for his part, he said he's also going to reach out to the Jewish community groups that they have there in East Lansing.
They're doing the S on the field, and it starts squaring off in the corners.
So he's going around to all the Jew communities there in East Lansing, and just to tell them personally, he's going to knock on their doors and be like, we failed you as a department. We don't hate the Jews. Not big fans of Hitler.
Okay. Good to know.
I understand our response might be met with skepticism. Yeah. That skepticism is warranted. And we will do all that is necessary to earn back your trust.
Yeah. I'm starting to hate the statements just like you.
Yeah. I know. Jay used to get so mad at me, like, what do you want him to do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Go. You know what you do in this situation?
Thing.
You say, what are you, toddlers?
Yeah.
We didn't put up there, hey, all in favor of the fucking Holocaust, give your salute while you goose step out of the stadium.
Right.
No. We said it was a historical question. Where was this person born? He was a person that lived on Earth.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you really feel unsafe?
He is a famous person of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And we're going back a whole lot of years now. So, is it the smartest move today in today's society? I don't think anyone looked at this video. They went, yeah, just throw a quiz thing up there.
Exactly.
They went to YouTube, pulled up a quiz show.
It was just a prepackaged thing that was just in there. And it wasn't vetted for anything like that because there shouldn't be anything in there that's triggering. And for clarity, that's not fucking triggering. If you're triggered by that, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And you need to grow up.
Stop it.
You need to grow up.
So, we got to get back into that intent thing, right?
Yeah.
If they're up there, praising,
Yeah.
But
no, they weren't.
That was just a generic question.
They didn't have a picture of Hitler up there saying, get your copy of Mein Kampf today at the all-new Lansing, Michigan State bookstore.
Yeah.
They weren't saying stuff like that. Where was he born? Austria. Mm-hmm. Next question.
Moving on.
Whatever. I mean, Darth Vader blew up whole planets. Entire planets. He had the Death Star, right? That would literally blow up planets. We can ask questions about Darth. Darth is honored all the time.
Yeah.
Vader was way worse than Hitler.
Your Genghis Khan was a great comparison. Had that been the question, nobody would have blinked an eye.
No, they wouldn't.
So what's the issue that we have?
Maybe that Genghis Khan killed everybody.
It wasn't.
He just fucked everything and killed everything.
Just indiscrimimately killed everybody, it wasn't triggering to any one person.
So it didn't just the Jew and the black.
Yeah, well,
I think Hitler hated the black too.
Yeah, I think it was just he wanted the supreme race, something along those lines. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is odd for a guy with a dark little mustache.
By the way, for Spartan's communications department, the interim president and the AD, I think you guys owe this guy a huge thank you.
What, that we're actually talking about it?
Thank you.
Buries the 49-0 loss?
It buries 49-0. Today we're talking about the stupid scoreboard incident with Hitler.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about the fact
scoreboard incident with Michigan.
Yeah, exactly. Which scoreboard incident was worse? In their opinion, they'd rather lose 49-0 and not have that Hitler image up there, even for a split second.
Yeah.
No. But if you said, well, how about you win 49-0, but you have to have that Hitler image up there? They'd rather have the loss, I think. As crazy as that sounds.
I don't know, man.
Simple question. It's a historical fucking question.
Yep.
It doesn't mean we support Hitler.
It's the point of that. That these statements are just generic
bullshit,
airball nothings.
How do I keep my job? How do I keep my job?
Fire that off. Here you go. Here's a written response. It's been addressed.
Yeah. Don't you think the Jewish community, by the way, who are not full of rubes and morons, are going to go, wait, hold on. Why are you at our doorstep today? Why did you pop by the synagogue?
Yeah.
Wait. Someone asked on a quiz show that you had nothing to do with that was popped up on the.
I would have
screen?
so much more respect if they came out and they said, "Look, we understand the optics on this weren't good.
Yeah.
Understand that this was a prepackaged thing. It wasn't fully vetted. That we've used these dozens of times, hundreds of times. There's never been an issue.
Yeah.
We never thought we had to look that. It's G-rated shit that shouldn't be, at any level. We'll be more careful going forward. We apologize for anybody that might have been offended.
Yeah.
But let's not act like this was some act of terrorism, anti-Semitic signal that was getting put up.
Yeah.
I thought they were like Subliminal Man, like they were flashing little images of it or something.
Yeah.
No,
if they put Hitler up there and said he had a good start, let's all support Hamas. Then you'd be like, whoa,
Yeah, I don't think so. Right?
Yeah,
Every time they show Harbaugh, boom, a little Hitler thing flashes up there, something, something derogatory. But
sure,
everybody's such pussies across the board.
Yeah,
the people that are offended are the biggest pussies. The people that are bending over backwards, tripping over their own dicks to apologize,
leap
for
at
this.
a microphone to apologize.
Right? How about you just come at this thing with a little common sense? Say, look, it was an innocent mistake. That.
Was it even a mistake, though?
Well, no,
honestly?
I mean,
honestly, is there anything wrong with asking that question?
No, not necessarily. The only thing that you can say is that giving maybe 6 months ago or last year, it's not quite as big of an issue as far as.
But it would be. It would
maybe not.
But I know what you mean.
But the time right now, so. To say, was it a mistake to let that go right now, considering the climate that we're in right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Overall, no, there's nothing technically wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit tone deaf, that we should have been a little more prepared. We should have vetted it a little better.
Yeah.
To make sure that's in there, but,
I don't know, man. I think bad guys have existed throughout history forever.
Yeah, you can't ignore them.
You know what I mean? Like, no more than I want. Oh, don't ask any questions about Jerry Garcia because he was a heroin user and we don't want to send the wrong message.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't subscribe to that.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you have to support everything that this person did, and I'm certainly not defending Hitler here. It's the over-the-top bullshit that I oppose. Yeah. That's really what it is. Stop pretending.
If I'm T. Roy Talib, you're Mike Meinkampf.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll take that. I can live with that. I don't believe these people, and I think at some point, the only message you're sending is that no matter what the intent of anything was, anyone who was offended should result in people losing their careers.
Yep.
And so what the message you're sending to students is, if there's anything in society that bothers you even a little bit, makes you a little uncomfortable, makes you even question and go, does that seems like an odd time to have something like that involved in the quiz.
Academia is a weird place right now, man. They're
sure
as far gone as anything going out there. So.
Even further gone.
Yeah.
Than that.
I would expect nothing less.
Teaching these kids how to think, not what to think. And they should be teaching these kids like, hey, guess what? Throughout your life, you're going to run into situations that you deem are not fair. And they probably aren't. And you know what? Someone might tell you to eat dick over that, and that's just the way it goes. Mm-hmm. Someone might get promoted over you for a job. It doesn't necessarily mean that was only because you're a woman or a lesbian or a black guy or a white guy for that matter. Maybe it means someone's better than you. That's okay too.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that every issue you personally feel is worthy of 4 statements from all the leaders. At what point do you grow up and go, dude, it was a historical question, probably not in the best taste with what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's my only point of that. As far as it being a mistake, is that, okay.
For that, we apologize.
In hindsight, yes,
Yeah.
probably would have picked a different one.
Yeah.
Realizing that was in there, not because of the message, just because of the timing.
Yeah. And for all you sensitive little fucking Sallys out there, let me ask you this. If we put up there that what country was Genghis Khan from, none of you would have had an issue.
Yep.
Think about that.
Instead, all of them should have had an
because
issue.
he killed way more fucking people than Hitler ever could.
Yep.
So
this one's supposed to be just the Jews getting offended.
Yeah.
And the black, but
yeah.
no, this is everybody.
Yeah.
So everybody should be mad at the Genghis Khan thing.
That's crazy. It's just crazy.
I was in one of his palaces, or I shouldn't say palace, a fortress.
Genghis's?
Yeah.
Or Hitler's?
Genghis.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
How was it?
Ruined.
Ruined?
Yeah.
Why?
Ruined. Because they destroyed it.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it was a million years ago.
Yeah.
But I was in the ruins.
Where was he from in Asia?
I don't know specifically. This was in Afghanistan, where this one of his things was.
Yeah. He was going around the world.
He was all over. He had places everywhere. Yeah.
Fucking and murdering.
Yep.
Sounds like a fun life. I got to be honest with you.
I got a great picture. Yeah.
Of you and him?
Yeah, no, he was gone.
Oh, okay.
But at the ruins, like this stone archway, like
really?
It was all stone, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How big was it? Did they have like a mansion for the times?
No, because it was just a fortress or whatever, a base, whatever you want to call it for back then. Oh no, I think it was more war based type of a thing.
So it wasn't a fuck pad or a murder pad. It was just like
probably both.
Okay.
I think you could do both out of it, but I think it was built on top of a hill for a strategic location.
Yeah.
For the warren and stuff.
Ah, gotcha.
The raping and the pillaging and the killing.
Yeah, the raping and pillaging.
Yeah.
Big thing back then.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah. Lots of raping and pillaging going on. A lot of fires too. I guess that's part of the pillaging.
Yeah, well,
take what you want and then light it all on fire.
Burn the evidence.
It's like the Three Little Pigs. If they'd have built their houses out of cement and stuff and brick, they wouldn't have had that problem.
But they only had mud back then.
And mud. I mean, it's just easy for Genghis Khan to come in, not only fuck your wife and your daughter, but then burn your whole shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Radically shifting courses.
Okay.
So, Jennifer Lawrence, you have not seen her new movie, have you?
I have not.
The rom-com, No Hard Feelings?
Yes, I have not seen it. That is correct.
It's your typical rom-com. Little salty language, which I appreciate. And look, I admit it. I'm a sucker for a good rom-com.
Okay.
Yeah. I love a good drama. I love a good, gangster film. I love all that stuff too. But a good rom-com, I'm a sucker at heart. I like ballads.
Yeah.
Ballad songs and rom-coms. I get it. Go ahead, send your emails. Shit all over me. Ooh, that's dope.
Yeah, that was part of his fortress.
Looks like the Golden Arches a little bit. Oh, yeah, look at you son of a bitch.
Handsome son of a bitch, right?
Yeah, thin.
And then overlooking the lovely state of Kabul or wherever that was back there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Indeed.
So, No Hard Feelings. Can they see it? Can you post it?
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to be Team Khan.
Nothing wrong with being Team Khan.
Well,
I disagree with his style, but he got a lot done. More than any of us have done in our lifetimes.
Yep.
So that movie, No Hard Feelings, is now available for free on Netflix.
Okay.
So you can watch it.
I would probably possibly watch it now, but I doubt it still.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies on free on Netflix that I haven't watched.
No, I know. But this one features Jennifer Lawrence full nude. Full frontal.
That's a ringing endorsement.
Yeah. Tits out, vagine, everything.
Okay.
Whole thing. She goes skinny dipping in the lake, not to ruin it for anyone. And then some kids with a little drinking going on steal their clothes. And she comes out of the water to fight them. And it's like, holy shit. It's awesome.
Right? Not body double. This is straight up.
No, it's her.
Yeah. Well, we know she's proud of her goods.
She absolutely is. So people were not aware of this. People that didn't see the movie over the summer.
Had no idea there was full frontal in there?
Yeah. I thought I did a good job of telling people that.
Doesn't that come out in the... like in the opening credits, hell, they even say that there's smoking warnings on these things now.
Yeah. Well, it might have said nudity, but it didn't say Jennifer Lawrence is going to show you her gash and her titties. Okay. It didn't say anything like that I remember. All right. And I was mildly uncomfortable because I went with my mom.
Maybe because everybody's already seen it.
They have, but not on the big screen.
Well, yeah.
You know,
better.
Yeah.
Seen her butthole.
I liked it. Yeah. Ken.
Oh, I almost said Burns.
Close.
What the hell is it?
Bone.
Bone. Yeah,
Ken Bone.
Yeah.
The name, the sweater, the mustache,
Yep.
the whole package. And I've got I wrote down some Ken Bone's stats
Perfect.
here because I knew I saw her butthole and I liked it would come up.
Of course.
And I wanted to make sure we had that correct.
All right.
And so I Googled, I saw her butthole and I liked it. Send. Immediately, all the Ken Bone stuff comes out.
All right,
So
perfect.
this is factual
Legit.
shit.
All right,
yes.
good.
He absolutely said that.
That's not anything I would like to misquote either. I want to make sure that
No.
is verbatim.
I've got some other trivia about that. His handle at the time of the Great Fappening,
Yeah.
which was 2015, 16, I believe his comments were in 16.
Okay.
But the fappening of 2015, I believe, is when that leak happened.
Doing the Lord's work.
He was under the handle name of Stan Gibson 18.
Okay.
Ken Bone was. Yeah. Obviously, famously, I saw her butthole and I liked it.
What, any reference of what that Stan Gibson 18?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know
Know
what
if there's
that
a
is.
story there. Or, okay.
No.
Didn't know if in your fact-finding mission here we came across the truth there.
No. Some other fun facts about searching through Ken Bone's Reddit from those days.
All right.
He also said George Zimmerman was justified in killing Trayvon Martin.
That's a stretch.
He did go as far as saying it doesn't change the fact that Zimmerman's probably a real piece of shit or something along those lines. But he was justified in killing teenager Trayvon Martin.
Okay.
Wouldn't go over well now.
No.
One of the things that he also admitted that he likes is prego porn.
Okay. Hey, everybody's got their thing. Yeah. There's a glow.
Pregnant women in swimsuits.
Yeah, no, not in swimsuits.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, okay.
So he might have just been softening the blow.
I hate to tell you, pal, that's not porn.
Yeah, true.
Pregnant women in bathing suits is not porn.
He also called them beautiful human submarines.
Submarines?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but he said it.
There's a baby inside, like a person inside, like
Maybe.
a submarine.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I was trying to put it together. I don't know.
Yeah. He admitted he does not change his clothes often.
Okay, is he still rocking the sweater?
I think so. He wore it on all his TV interviews. He blames cheeseburgers for his physique.
Well, yeah, who can't?
And you're not going to want to know this, but I'm going to let you know anyways. Ken Bone has admitted that he sleeps nude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect.
Yeah, but, when you look like Ken Bone,
Whatever. You see you're in
what
bed
it
sleeping.
is.
Nobody's looking.
Yeah, I know. But still, I have to picture it in my head. By the way, that year, the Ken Bone became one of the best Halloween costumes going.
Okay, yeah.
The red sweater, the khakis, the mustache. I mean, the whole thing. And it was tailor-made for fat guys.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like everybody who's a loaf and out of shape.
Just pull that off easy.
We can't all go as Spider-Man. You know what I mean? We look ridiculous. But you can go as Ken Bone.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to obstruct your face. It's the perfect costume.
Yeah, easy for drinking.
That red sweater sold out everywhere.
Really?
Yes. And according to an article I was reading, he got offers to do porn.
Really?
Of course he did. Of course.
I mean, Ken Bone, it's already halfway there.
Exactly. Huh. So
I know that he's not actually Stan Gibson and the porn, he became Ken Bone?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like Stan Gibson would be more of a normal real name than Ken Bone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't that just speak to society? They ran out of the red sweaters everywhere.
Yeah.
And immediately they offer him porn.
Yeah.
It's just, that's where we are.
America.
It's exactly where we are. Yeah. By the way,
and that's where that was 10 years ago, almost.
Yeah, 2016.
Yeah.
By the way,
good old days.
I texted my dad and my mom together and I said, hey, just want to let you know. In fact, I'll read you what I wrote.
Okay. Don't want to misquote that either.
No, I don't want to misquote myself or anything like that. I said, hey, the new Jennifer Lawrence movie is on Netflix. No hard feelings. Full frontal Jennifer Lawrence is something some people like. Not me, of course. But if you were planning to watch it for free on Netflix now, you should be warned that she goes full nude in it. Just, letting them know.
Bob sent a black thumbs up.
Bob said, thanks for the heads up. We watched it a couple weeks ago. Jennifer Lawrence looked hotter a few years ago. She's aging quicker than she should.
Oh, Bob. Fucking tough crowd.
He's fucking hard in the paint, dude.
Ruthless.
He's ruthless. 76-year-old man shitting on Jennifer Lawrence.
Right? That's my favorite. I love that.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Critical eye, that Bob.
I said, it's comments like that make these bitches keep their clothes on. Just be appreciative and move on. And then my mom chimed in and said, Jennifer looked great. So
Yeah,
I
there you
agree.
go.
I agree.
Sure.
He's a silly old man. But yeah, Bob watched it and was like, I've seen better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The fappening was way better.
Yeah.
Right?
Saw her butthole and I liked it.
Had Bob replied with that, it would have been just a phone drop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She looked okay, but I saw her butthole, and I liked it.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Been a walk-off.
take that for what it's worth. If you watch her in it, maybe you'll agree with Bob. Maybe you'll agree with me. I think Jennifer Lawrence is absolutely stunning. So I don't care what Bob thinks, but he thinks she's falling
She's
apart.
a gamer. I never thought she was that smoking hot.
Oh,
obviously
I did.
the body's there. I just didn't think she's that gorgeous.
I think she's a great actress.
Yeah.
I think she's funny.
Yeah. And that goes a long way.
I think her face is stunningly beautiful. I really do. Mm-hmm. She's kind of got that. I don't know. I could see where it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
but
of course. Everyone's got their thing.
Some people think Scarlett Johansson is not, and she's not a traditional beauty.
But
if she lived in a trailer and was wearing just like a University of Kentucky baggy sweatshirt and didn't have her hair and makeup done, you'd probably look at her as a snaggletooth weirdo. You know what I mean?
Maybe not.
I think you would.
Maybe.
With
not.
Scarlett.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
We'll
I think
see.
a lot of them, that happens. But by the way, speaking of Netflix,
Okay.
another new movie.
Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it seems like I can go months without seeing anything that looks remotely good.
Okay. Well, you didn't say good. You said new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting to the good part.
All right.
So, new comedy on Netflix. Netflix has been labeled comedy gold by viewers. Now,
The Machine?
no.
This is straight to Netflix? Netflix original?
Yeah, I think so. But I watched The Machine.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I have not watched it yet.
Don't bother.
No? God damn it.
Fucking sucked.
Is it really?
Yeah,
That's
which bums me
disappointing.
out. I didn't. You know what? It was brought up when I was on with Landau in Normal World.
Yeah.
And I kept my mouth shut. I know those guys are friends,
Yeah.
and and the Angela or whatever thought it was fucking hilarious. And as soon as we went off the air, I looked at her and I went, "Did you really think that movie was fucking hilarious?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And Dave was like, "What?" And I was like, "To each their own, man."
Sure.
He was like, "Really not good?" I was like, "I thought it was fucking awful."
Okay.
I didn't think anything of it, any part of it was funny.
Well, you like rom-coms, so
Yeah, true.
your
But
judgment might be a bit off.
not true. Name other good movies. I mean, Something About Mary will always be funny to me.
Yep.
You know
Classic.
what I mean? Like there's not many movies that lots of people think are hilarious
Yeah.
that I don't. I know what a good comedy looks like. I know what.
Was that how much of that was a comedy?
What?
Machine. I mean, or was it kind of like action comedy? It looked
Sure.
more like a Jackie Chan kind of a movie. Yeah. Where there was like kind of action, but with kind of funny, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like a straight it wasn't like super, like Dumb and Dumber,
Yeah.
it's just a straight up comedy. Super Troopers,
I think
some
it
of the
was
goats.
meant to be.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to be funny, but I mean, it just seemed
But
like
it's
it was,
not.
but it was hidden in, it was
Yeah.
like in an action movie.
Yeah.
Platform.
No. There's definitely the action thing, and
Yeah.
it's silly and.
Okay.
Give it
Sounds
a spin.
about right.
Tell me what you think. I mean, you're a
Probably
big fan of Burt Kreischer, so am I.
Yeah.
I love Burt.
I mean,
think Burt's
of his
stand-up is
stand-up,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't equate to his
No, it
portrayal
doesn't.
on the big screen.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's a new movie called Old Dads. It's available now to watch as of October 20th. Stars Bill Burr,
Okay,
Bobby Cannavale, who I think is fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
absolutely.
I love Bobby.
yeah,
And Bokeem Woodbine.
oh yeah,
don't
black
know.
guy.
Okay, I'm
Bald head,
not sure. Wait, black guy bald? Stop.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just, I mean,
Is he a comedian though, or
he was.
what
in,
would I have seen him in?
Yeah, he's been in. I'll pull him up.
Okay.
But
They star as a trio of fathers who attempt to reestablish their youth in an ever-changing world of modernity, modernness, and liberalism. Oh, yeah, I've seen him before.
Yeah, you absolutely know him.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head a movie he was in.
Yeah. Even looking at him, I can't tell you what I know him
but
from.
he's been in a bunch of stuff.
But I've definitely seen him.
Yeah.
The film was written and directed by one Bill Burr.
Okay, well, it's a great start.
Yeah.
Having Bill Burr in it and him doing it.
Old Dads tells a tale of parenthood, friendship, one man's bad temper as the trio battle anything unfamiliar to them, and created after 1987. Good place to start. Film sees father Jack Kelly struggling to fit in his son's preschool where the head teacher is constantly attempting to provoke him. Meanwhile, his best friends Connor and Mike are having a hard time adapting to a changing workplace.
Let me guess.
After their company,
Mike is Bokeem Woodbine.
Probably. I don't know, though.
I don't think they'd make a black guy Connor.
No, probably not. So Mike and Connor are having a hard time adjusting as their new company is sold to a millennial CEO who wants to turn it into a gender-neutral, carbon-neutral, 21st century lifestyle apparel brand. Funny already. One fan tweeted, "This Old Dads movie on Netflix, 10 out of 10. Just watch Old Dads on Netflix. Best movie I've seen in 15 years."
Okay, all right. Well, again, that means nothing because
true,
people
but
have said that about a lot of things that I probably wouldn't watch. A lot of people said that about The Machine, I'm sure.
maybe, and they were probably just diehard Burt Kreischer fans.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe these are Burr fans.
I have stood by the statement for years now that you could absolutely make the Hangover movies today. You could make The Office.
Do it unapologetically.
Friends. You could make all those shows exactly as you made them before, and it would be just as popular, just as good, just as fun. You could do that.
Yeah, you'll just get pushback.
You'll get a mild pushback, and as long as you tell those people to eat shit,
Which is just more publicity.
fine. Great. Tell them to eat
Extra
shit.
free promotion.
Who cares what these toddlers think about everything you're into?
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Don't issue
It doesn't
statements.
cause violence. No one watched The Office and went to violence towards someone. It didn't happen. It never would happen. We're all able to fucking get by just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So my contention is when people say, "Oh, you could never make that today. How could you do it?" Well, yeah, you could. And it would be just as popular because just as many people today still would find that hilarious.
Yeah, funny is funny.
Yeah, and that never changes. Nope. So this will be a good test. If they actually pushed the envelope, called out bullshit for what it was, and made a funny movie in 2023, that'd be awesome.
That would be great.
So hopefully that's what they've done. I don't know, but that'd be great.
Well, that one's on the radar. That one I might watch.
Yeah. I want you to watch The Machine. I'd love to know how you feel about The Machine.
Okay, I might.
Yeah.
He'll be gone. I'll actually get to control the TV for a little bit. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. Between football days,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, there's a dread. I'm gonna have time to kill. No show, no football. The damn Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays.
Tuesday, Wednesday gap. Yeah. And Thursday is another shit. I think it's another fucking Bills game. Christ's sake. Can we get enough Bills games? The Bills suck, by the way.
Yeah.
They look like shit.
Well, they wanted to. I mean, they wanted them, but they make the schedule when they were hot last year. I mean, they were the team that was the up and coming. You know. Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem
Window's
like
passed. Window, it looks like, is passed for the Bills.
Closing.
Yeah. It's closing quick.
Yep.
So, I've had enough of the Bills on Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Monday. The Cowboys, the fucking Bills, the Jets, the Giants. Get them all out of here.
Yep.
Stop it.
What do we have? 5 prime game time?
Something like that.
This season lines.
Yeah. Couple Thursday nights, couple Monday nights, and a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But that still counts. I mean, even though
I was counting as a Thursday because that's technically a Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday. It's always Thursday.
Yeah. I knew that.
But that's not Thursday night football, technically.
No. There's 3 games, too. Mm-hmm. I believe my Niners play.
Are they really?
I think so.
Is that the third game?
I think they might be the late game against Seattle, maybe? Something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Or maybe that was last year.
I was gonna. I'd be surprised if they had all NFC games.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know who the Cowboys are playing.
Maybe, yeah.
Because they've played AFC teams. Obviously, famously, the Leon Lett play was against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm not saying exclusively, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know. I don't know. Michigan State Senate voted Wednesday on legislation. That's good, knowing they're getting stuff done.
Is it, though?
Yeah. I mean, you want these people working. They're just working for the people.
Well, yeah. I mean, last couple things they've passed haven't been my favorites. So
no, not top of your to-do list?
No. Oh. So, I mean, just because they're working doesn't mean they're doing what I want them to do. Guessing this is going to follow right in line.
Public Act 197. You care about that one?
Do I?
Yeah, of course you do. It's they've stripped references to woman and she from the 2014 titty feeding law.
Okay.
So.
So theys and he's can now titty feed as well?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. The law was called the 2014 Public Act 197.
That's a win. Yeah.
Defined a right to titty feed in public setting. It prohibits discriminatory practices, policies, and customs in the exercise of the right to titty feed.
Okay.
Yeah. So State Senator Jeff Irwin, mighty Democrat, just in there working for the people. He's handling the important stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we're not worried about cleaning up neighborhoods, helping the homeless, or, whatever. Let's make sure that we don't have, outdated terms like woman.
Yeah.
In the titty.
Didn't we just have a guy with a nipple fetish? It was like breastfeeding. Something we did a story a few months back. He wanted to breastfeed. Like
you sure it was a he and not a her?
Well, it was a he pretending to be a she and was breastfeeding the child.
What do you mean pretending?
Yeah, no, you fucking heard what I said.
Okay.
He was pretending to breastfeed this child.
Okay. Was it a real child?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was just, and then you dig into his past.
Was
and
he
was
pretending
like
his dick was a nipple?
No, but then you dig into his past and he's like a freak with the nipple clamps and all this other kind of shit. Yeah, perfect. So now all he's doing is using the baby.
Well, I'm sure Senator Jeff Irwin is looking out for that guy.
Exactly.
Big time.
God bless. Just doing the Lord's work. So yeah,
he should have his cock identify as a titty and then have baby suckle on his titty. He's just following the breastfeeding.
I call my dick a pacifier.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Yep.
Why not?
Some people might call it a whoopee.
Yeah,
whatever you want.
You can call it whatever you want, but you will address it as my breast, okay, to me, or my whoopee. And I love having kids. All kids suckle on my whoopee.
Yeah, perfect. I'm glad we're protecting this.
Yeah, Jeff Irwin, fighting for the people, getting that important stuff done.
Smart.
Yeah.
Just fucking hard at work for the Michiganders.
Yep.
So sorry, Michiganians. Can't even say Michiganders anymore.
Why?
They got rid of that like years ago because it was like
outmoded.
It's a male term. A gander, the goose and the gander.
Yeah.
So Michigander, which these fucking morons, it's like a Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
Because it's just ander at the end, so it's Michigander. Yeah. It's not gander, you moron. It's ander. Michigander.
Yeah.
They got rid of it. It's now Michiganians and not Michiganders. Because it was a sexist term.
It's still Michiganders to me.
Oh, of course, always will be.
Are they going to throw me in jail for that?
No.
For calling them Michiganders?
Maybe now. After the last law they passed, they might.
Yeah,
and
true.
they can.
So, thank God we've got State Senator Jeff Irwin out there. He's a Democrat, of course.
Where is he from?
Michigan.
I know. Does it say where his post is?
No, I don't know. So, he introduced a bill extending the law and updating it to include pumping titty milk while also replanting explicitly female references with individual. So it's not mom, it's not woman, it's not that hot chick over there. It's individual.
Okay.
Yeah. Titty feeding is an important function for the mom and the baby, and the idea that folks should be shamed out of public spaces for that is just wrong.
I can't even believe they left mom in there.
I can't either.
Yeah.
It's kind of... Yeah. What year is this, Jeff Irwin? The fuck,
Well,
man?
that just means next year they can write a new law, get that out of there.
Get mom out of there.
Yep, they can pretend they're fucking working.
But the one thing we left out was pumping an expression of the milk. So I thought this was a hole we could fill.
Oh yeah.
No, don't worry about filling the holes in the roads, like the potholes that everyone bitches about. No, this was a hole in the law that needed to be addressed right now. So if individuals are expressing titty milk, let's shore that up.
I hate this world.
So I thought this was a hole that we could fill.
What? I just don't. What is the actual point of this?
Yeah.
I mean, are we better off now because of this? What, just based
Yeah,
on verbiage?
duh.
That's all this is?
Yeah. Way better off. I'll tell you what. We could just simply make sure that we were doing everything we could to support titty feeding moms and their babies.
I support titty feeding moms and babies to the fullest.
I know
extent.
you do. Yeah. Well,
And
you're not the problem.
I support their legislation.
Yeah.
But I think they were properly represented up till this point.
You know how much I support them?
How much do you support them?
I'll tell you how much. I think it should be against the law for women not to titty feed in public.
Oh, smart, yeah.
I think every woman with a pair of or every individual
Careful what you wish for,
with
buddy.
a nice pair of titties,
I was gonna say,
pair of titties,
there's the disclaimer, yeah.
should be forced
Yeah.
to go outside and flop them out and express the milk or squirt it on the kid's face, let a kid go betwixt them, whatever it is.
Right.
They should be forced by law to do that in
Blast
public.
bystanders.
Yeah.
Walk by like a squirt gun.
Sure. Blast kids, kittens, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Then, over time, we would just be like, oh, it's just another pair of titties out squirting milk everywhere.
Like the
It's a big
sake
deal.
at the Benihana.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sure.
Just walk by, kids
It's
a
a great
shot.
call.
Yeah.
It's a great call. Can you imagine being in a Benihana, getting that shocky shot and then a titty milk
Little
shot?
chaser.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go.
I mean, who wouldn't be ordering, what's the Russian one?
White Russian?
White Russians.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, all day long.
Fuck your rum chata.
Michigan state legislator. So Riley Gaines took issue with this. I'm sure.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Got to insert herself back into this.
Outmoded.
Yeah.
Michigan state legislator just voted to change the word woman to individual in titty feeding discrimination legislation. The worst part is even some Republicans voted in support of this. Clown world to think anything but a woman can titty feed.
Yep.
Republican State Senator Michelle Hoitenga introduced an amendment to reverse the wording changes while keeping the substance of Irwin's legislation. I must admit, this is not an amendment I ever thought I'd have to offer in this legislature. As far as I'm aware, women, specifically mothers, are the only ones who can titty feed or pump milk.
Yeah. Yep. Throughout
I think
nature.
that's still true.
Still, and will always be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
Crazy.
I can't guarantee where we fucking go in this weird future that they don't genetically enhance some weird shit down the road. But let's be real clear.
Irwin argued against Hoitenga's amendment, of course. Irwin's guy. He's just working for the people. I want to ask my colleagues to oppose this amendment because this legislation is about supporting moms and babies, not about some twisted culture war. Really?
Okay.
Mr. Irwin, really?
Were they not protected, Mr. Irwin, before this?
Yeah.
Because all you did was you didn't give them any more rights, right? All we
No.
did was change the verbiage
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. And
Okay.
they said they can pump in public, I guess?
Yeah, they
Which,
always
I mean,
could.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought that was a
No,
like,
no, I think it means, anyone can now. So now guys can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can we jack our dicks in public too?
But yeah, can we not, but let's not confuse it because they're not titty feeding, right?
Right. What are they doing?
I don't know. Getting their nipples sucked.
Yeah. That's cool. Good for them.
Yeah. It's good work if you can get it.
I just love to see them working hard for the people. Like taking care of stuff that really is on everybody's plate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And matters to all of us.
Yeah, I can check that one off the list now. I can sleep better tonight knowing
Yeah. Yeah.
that individuals are now allowed to express milk
Yeah.
in public.
So, like, if I went to a park, for instance, and I saw a bench and it had a sign that said, reserved for women breastfeeding, like that just makes my blood. It enrages me.
Yeah, right.
My blood
Triggering.
boils.
Yeah, just saying that, I can
Yeah.
feel it.
And it's like, wait a minute. Whoa. You mean individuals titty feeding?
Yeah. What year is this? Any
Right.
year?
Any
Ever?
year ever throughout the history of mankind. Yeah. So, and by the way, if you're a dude who wants to go out there and titty feed, I do that with air quotes.
Yeah.
You're a creep
Yeah.
and a fucking weirdo who should probably be kept an eye on.
Well,
Just saying,
I
for
mean,
what it's worth.
yeah. So if you're a chick, biological female, and you transitioned or live your life as a male, right? You got the haircut and everything. You wear the belt, button-down shirt. You got the wallet with the chain,
the really cheap
the standard
beard,
the standard butch, do.
Yeah. The mockumentary of men.
But then you shit out a kid, right? Because you still got the goods.
Yeah.
Kids got to eat.
Still got that. Yeah.
So then you got to pull that dude tit out and let the baby suckle on that dude tit.
Yeah.
It's probably hairy now.
Are those zippered? Can zipper titties do that? I think that's an offensive term. I don't think I'm allowed to call them zipper titties ananymore.
Well, they should
railroad tracks titties. What do they call those?
I don't know, but they should. I mean, they're gonna have now. They should just make them like Velcro, so you can pop fucking milk bags into them.
Yeah,
change them out.
Can those ones that are railroaded up? Can those still produce?
Well, I don't think if they pop them out.
Yeah.
I think you're done at that point. But that's. But yeah, you're not going to be titty feeding there at that point anyway.
Yeah.
Just like a regular dude.
Huh.
But if you look like a guy, air quotes on that one, and you got
5'3", yeah.
and you got a baby sucking on your titty,
yeah,
then people might get weirded out. But that individual has the right to express milk in public.
Sure.
And I have no issue with that. I don't.
Most of us would chuckle a little bit as we walk.
Sure, I would find the irony in it. I would think it was hilarious.
Hilarious.
But I think the kids should still be able to eat as long as there's actual milk coming out of said teat.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Did you see your boy Norton got married?
Jimmy?
Yeah.
I did see that.
Is that a dude?
Could be.
Nicky? The name. Like a foot taller than him.
Yeah.
Looks like a... I mean...
Pull up the picture. Do you have the picture?
I don't have it like handy. It just started.
Yeah.
We were talking.
I saw that over the weekend. I didn't know if it was real or not. I don't know what the hell's real anymore.
Yeah, I assume it's real. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. I guess I got to be more specific on my Norton.
Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you say? Something about a nurse with an old man?
That's got to be a dude.
Let me see. He's been very open about.
Oh, I know. Trans. Well, that's what I'm saying. If he was going to marry one, I need a better picture. Here we go. Let's see. What do you think?
Nah, it looks like a chick.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the point. You sure about that? Oh, look at those arms. Look at those shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean,
he'd probably be thrilled we're debating it, but
probably. I mean, I guess that's as flattering as you get.
That's the picture I saw. That one right there.
This one
you're on. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's looking more duty there, and this one didn't even flag your radar. Dude.
Oh, that one did. Yeah, dude. More so than the other one.
Look at the size of those hands.
Yeah, she's grabbing his dick.
Whoops, I should be
something a guy would do. Be on camera grabbing.
I should be enlightening the people. Sorry, I was too busy looking.
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations to him. Like I said,
he's happy.
Exactly. That's his thing. I know. I got married, and I just saw the picture. I saw that first one of them standing. Yeah. And she's like a foot taller than him, but he's tiny. Yeah. Anyway, but I was like, that's got to be a dude.
Yeah.
Got to be. Well, I mean, just a lady, trans.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, he's a comic, so you never know when he's being serious.
I saw too much about it. I mean,
there's some feet there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Size 13. Oh, anyway. Yeah. But congratulations.
Congratulations to Jimmy Norton.
Yeah.
That's great. Funny dude. Funny dude. Yeah. And there's literally, I mean, his Monster Rain story is so fucking funny.
Yep.
Go look it up. Jim Norton Monster Rain. Maxim. Maxim magazine.
Yeah.
They have their hottest 100 women list for 23.
Okay.
Danielle Laidley is on there.
Okay. Not familiar with her work.
Yeah, she's in the number 92 spot.
Okay, so
her last name is Laidley. I would say lady.
Oh.
Laidley.
Okay.
She played and coached in the Australian Football League.
Is this like a new man?
Well, like new man, yeah. Yeah. She joins actress Margot Robbie on the hot list. She was
no, she doesn't.
No,
she doesn't.
I agree with you, T.
Yeah.
Margot.
Do we really have to go down the full 100, by the way?
No.
I think we could probably stop at about 15 would be my guess.
Yeah. By the way, I have a picture of this lady, Danielle Laidley, gorgeous woman.
Danny?
Yeah. Does Dan there look like? Take away the politics of it and all that. Does that look like one of the 100 hottest anything?
No, Norton's fucking dude is way hotter than this guy.
Way hotter.
Right.
It's not even close.
Not even close.
Look at that guy. What the fuck are we doing? You know what this is? You're not fooling me, Maxim Magazine. I didn't know you were still a thing. I didn't know Maxim Magazine was still a thing.
Yeah.
I think this is the only way they can get people to talk about the fact that, hey, we're still here.
Yeah,
Look at us. We're even going to throw a dude in the top 100 hottest chicks category.
Maybe.
So that, because that's the only thing reportable. Being number 92 on Maxim's hot chicks list is hardly
They
reportable.
probably wanted to make him 100, but they couldn't. But they couldn't crack him out of the bottom 10%.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be my guess.
By the way.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I wish I could make that bigger.
Looking good, sir.
Right? Weirdest boner right now.
So the magazine is being blasted for not only for honoring a biological dude in their list of hot chicks, but also because 3 years ago, Ms. Laidley, Danielle,
Danny,
didn't go by Danielle, then went by Dean.
Oh,
it was Dean.
Sure.
It still looks like a Dean to me.
So brave.
Yeah, but Dean, because this seems like maybe not a strictly male thing, but was arrested for stalking.
Oh, that's a chicky thing.
Yeah, chicks can do that, but when it goes further,
usually get charged.
When it goes from stalking to actually beating the dog shit out of,
that's
kind of a male thing,
Yep.
So I don't know if Dean went that far. So in 2020, Dean pled guilty to stalking after repeatedly making calls, sending text messages to this chick, also sitting in a car outside her home, watching and photoing her. Oh, by the way, he announced his transition right after he was arrested for stalking a woman in 2020.
Oh, he was afraid he was going to get some real time?
Perhaps. It's a good move.
This is still in litigation, so you got to keep playing it out just in case?
I'm with Dean on this one.
Yep.
It's the first thing I said I'd do. If I was going to jail, if I was going to prison for anything, for any legit length of time, first thing I would do is identify as a chick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
First thing I would do. That's not even a joke.
No.
And I think all you parents out there with teenage kids, if you've got a teenage son and they're not identifying as a girl for half the insurance cost for car insurance alone, fuck it. If they're gonna act like the system is so stupid and gameable, then play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Don't stand on some fake morals. Go ahead and play the game. They're creating rules. They're inventing rules. So go ahead and play by them. But yeah, this is my daughter. This is my daughter. Identifies as my daughter. I will take I will take much cheaper car insurance.
Yeah.
Because 16-year-old girls' car insurance is a hell of a lot cheaper than 16-year-old boys.
Very true.
Just saying.
Very true.
Yep.
Oh,
if you're looking for a way into your college,
I understand what the point of this dude is, right? Like he's not even like an attractive woman, air quotes. So what is it about this dude?
Look at that dainty purse.
What is it about this dude that Maxim felt like they needed to stick this guy in at 92?
Oh,
and look at that,
because I guarantee this guy is probably,
and poor fucking Margot Robbie is she's tied to this fucking dude.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. Is she number one or something?
Yeah, Margot's number one for the fourth time.
Yeah. So then this dude's 92.
Yeah.
So they have to be, linked together because of that.
Right. We actually have the hot chick, and then we have some fucking dude on our hot women's list. I guarantee this is trolling of an epic proportion. No offense. I absolutely mean no offense to any trans listener out there. I really don't. But let's see through this nonsense.
If you're gonna put one on the list, I better have to look at it to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, you can go get one of those Taiwanese boys.
Yeah.
And fucking good luck telling if that's a chick or not.
Absolutely right.
That is a mockery of your movement.
Indeed.
Is what that is. That's not pretty as a man or a woman. If you put Brad Pitt in a wig in there, you go, well, at least he's a fucking beautiful man. Mm-hmm. I could see why you would go that route. This is a fucking ugly human being, period. And I guarantee this thing is just an activist of some sort.
Well, that's what I was wondering. What
my guess
what the
is
deal
it's an
was.
activist.
I was wondering what the deal on this thing was. Why this would make the list?
Yeah, activist.
You know, maybe.
I mean, they said, what did they say? A cricket player or some bullshit, or
Was it a coach or
Australian Football League played and coached?
imagine getting trucked by a bitch on the rugby pitch?
Yeah. What is Australian? Aussie football is rugby. Yeah.
Just watching that dude come fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, and better than playing with the chicks. You're gonna kill a broad.
Yeah, but it was Dean then.
Well, I know.
Dean was out there trucking dudes.
Oh yeah. Well, Dean. I think Dean could still lace him up.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
Yeah. Dean could lay a dude out.
Dean still looks pretty yoked. Is this? That looks like Dean coaching.
Coach Dean.
Doesn't that look like? I'm sorry, that's Coach.
Are we dead naming?
Yes.
That's okay. Okay, that's good. Fine. I wanted to make sure we were.
But doesn't that look like that? Looks like a coaching position. Yeah. Wouldn't you think so?
I'm just Danielle, the coach. Don't mind me.
So
I'm just coaching the ladies.
Oh well.
Yeah. What a pisser for fucking Margot.
I know
it's
it.
Like
right?
really, really, you're gonna put me on the cover as the hottest chick on planet Earth, and then you got to stick me next to Dean here.
This one right here.
We have to pretend Dean's a hot chick too,
right?
Yeah.
This is like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
And Dean's look at the Adam's apple on Dean.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Oh, just a lesbian.
Yeah.
Just a big
Damn,
old
Dean
lesbian.
loves pussy like all lesbians.
Danielle, man.
Danielle, sorry.
Oh boy, this one's like close up. That is a horrible looking woman.
Which one?
Well, because let's see. No, it'll be right down.
Oh, Jesus.
That one right there.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yep.
Wouldn't want to meet that thing in an alley.
No, hell no. Nor on a rugby pitch.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's worse. It was right here on my laptop. It was way bigger.
Yeah, I'm stuck talking shit about this one through a microphone because I don't want to meet it in person.
Yeah, that's fair.
That lady would kick the shit out of me.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even. I'd give myself 50-50 on that one.
What do you mean? To take her?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know, rugby
with a jaw like that and a background in Australian rules. Australian rules football is no bullshit.
Some tough motherfuckers in there, dude. That is that's a man sport.
Yeah, it is.
No offense, lady.
Yep. J.K. Rowling.
Speaking of ladies,
yeah, just a lady. I love this woman.
More and more every day.
Every single day.
Hey, I was going to ask you what Riley Gaines didn't chime in on this one.
Oh, she probably did. I try not to.
I just figured she'd have something to say with that too.
She did.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anything we got to go to Riley Gaines.
Yeah. Gaines wrote. Okay, you want to?
Yes, I do. I don't, but yes, I do.
Yeah. Number 9. I swear to God, Megyn Kelly said, "What? We ran out of women."
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
we hit the bottom at 92.
Right. Now, how would you like to be 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, or 100?
I would recuse myself from the competition. I just would. You could probably pull up the list and see, and it's probably just fucking smoke show after smoke show.
I'm sure it is. Of course it is.
I mean, even we can find 100 hot women on planet Earth.
Shit, I can find 100 hot women hotter than that on a walk right now. I could go door to door.
Yeah, 100% you could.
Yep.
So, you want to know what Riley Gaines said?
Yeah.
Let's see. 92 of top 100 hottest women in the world, according to Maxim in Australia. How did we get to a point where companies, institutions, publications can do this with no fear of backlash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't fear it. They get praised for it. Here's the thing you have to remember, and I'll say it again. Did you even know Maxim magazine was still a thing?
I did not.
You did not. No. And I'm not even talking to you, T, because I know you didn't know it.
No, God, no.
Neither did I. My girlfriend was in that fucking magazine, for Christ's sakes, multiple times.
They don't have these.
I didn't even know it was a magazine anymore, and neither did most of you. So the fact that we're even mentioning Maxim magazine and it's not 1999 tells you that this is exactly how they're getting Maxim magazine out there right now. To say, hey, we're still here. In fact, we're such a shit show and clown show and so desperate for clicks and discussions about us that stupid people like TDC Podcast are going to give us, that we're going to put this ridiculous-looking man in here and act like it's the hottest chick.
I'm trying. I was looking at the list, but they don't have them like numbered.
What do you mean? Oh, 1 through 100. You mean?
Yeah, they like I pulled it up. This is Meet the Women of the 2023 Maxim Hot 100.
So, are there at least 7 women in there that you go, yeah, I could see she's not as hot as him?
Oops, stop with your autoplay shit.
Yeah. So you could at least go, yeah, these 7 chicks are definitely not as hot as Dean.
Yeah, I'll assume this goes in order.
Do they have
because Margot Robbie is number 1, but they have them broken up to like Hollywood Heartbreakers.
Do they have fat chicks in there? Do they have?
No.
Do they have?
No, they got one dude. Other than that,
they have one dude. They don't have any.
Lily Rose Depp's in your top 10, and your
okay, that's fine.
Jenny Ortega.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep,
she was great as Wednesday Addams.
Zoe Saldana.
So, wait, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. So you're telling me there's not one girl in the hottest 100 chicks on planet Earth with no arms and no legs?
Nope.
What?
Well, I'm only going.
How many that are recovering from cancer and are missing half a skull are there?
Doja Cat looks like she checked all those boxes. I just happened to come across that one. Gross, as you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's hideous. But there's beauty there. I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got beautiful features. She's ugly as shit. She's doing everything she can to piss in the face of God who created her.
Mm-hmm.
But
Asian doll. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's a winner.
Grace Vanderwall.
Sure.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Would you?
Well, yeah, 99 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you, Dean, if it meant you could also have the other 99? One night with each.
Man.
And they were guaranteed to put out. I know. Could you get over that Dean wall?
I don't know. I can get,
What if Dean had full surgery?
Pick up, listen, I could be real happy with 101 to 200.
Oh, yeah,
and
of course
I can pull that on my own regard.
Margot Robbie, Ariana Grande.
Yeah, I am team
Wednesday Addams. Yeah, have her sing half the night. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad move. Taylor Swift.
Swizzle.
Taylor Swift. Oh, shit, Rihanna.
She's a freak. Oh, there's Selena.
Selena's crazy, but I love her.
Yeah. Nicki
Minaj, you can have her.
Ja,
you can take that guy. For sure, you can have him. I thought you said there was only one guy in there.
I do like Zendaya.
Okay, you can have her.
You don't like Zendaya?
Whatever. Boy, oh boy. They're just making sure it's 50.
That might be like the worst picture I've ever seen of Miley.
Yeah. Ugh. So they wanted to make sure it's 50% black chicks, 50% white chicks. So they're trying to make up for that historical wrongs.
Yep.
Where they left black chicks off all these lists.
Yep. I'm just waiting to get to that dude. Nope. I was just checking to make sure that wasn't a dude. Doesn't look like a dude.
Yeah.
Nope.
Where is he? I know he's in here.
My finger's gonna cramp.
I know he's in here.
Gotta be there somewhere. Yeah. No.
Oh, that's Heidi Klum's daughter.
Let's see. Yeah.
Guaranteed winner. Ooh, Jesus. Sorry.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is right?
And I like dark meat as much as anybody, but that ain't. Is that Marilyn Manson? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Who's voting on this?
Boy,
shit?
Oh boy, there are hotter black chicks out there than the ones they're throwing on this list. And Asian chicks.
Yep.
Way hotter Asian chicks than that broad.
Yeah, these are not the hottest women.
No.
I don't know why.
Not even close. These aren't the hottest ladies in our neighborhood.
No. I mean, there's some pretty good talent in there.
Yeah,
but
sure.
There's some questionable choices.
Some
no doubt.
automatic talent in there, and then there's a lot of, oh, Jesus Christ, what is that?
Another dude, I think?
Yeah, I think
what the
so.
fuck is that?
Tiana Taylor. I feel like we're just ragging on black chicks, but they're picking ugly black chicks. What do you want us to do? Oh, Jesus Christ, who's that guy? Half this list is dudes.
I know. What's going on there? Got a little bush popping out there? What is
I don't
that?
know what that is. Just boop, boop, peek it out.
Yeah. All right, still haven't gotten to the dude.
Lolo Jones, pass. Oh. If you're a fucking Olympian chick, pass.
Oh, Libby Dunn. That's that college chick, right? She's like a athlete.
Okay.
Hey, she's strong.
All right. Oh,
okay.
Jesus Christ.
And all right, I guess we didn't get to the dude. I don't know what.
What is this? Last year's hottest chicks list or something?
No, well, I didn't know. It said 2023. Yep. Meet the women of the 2023. Oh, that's why.
What?
Meet the women of the 2023 Maximum Hot 100.
Oh, so they left the dude out of it?
Yeah, we only met 99 of them.
Huh.
That's why.
Interesting.
Ah, my bad.
Interesting.
Gotcha there. All right, that checks out.
Yeah. Oregon. Do one more story before we get to an Ask T-Roy and some email.
Okay.
Oregon's high school students will not have to prove basic proficiency in reading, writing, or math to graduate until 2029. So we're talking to fucking fifth graders right now?
What do they have to do? Wait, what do they have to do now? Just have credits? Is that, I mean...
Just show up, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, no. But realistically, to graduate, you just have to have X amount of credits. 21, whatever the fuck it ends up being. I forget the number. It was woefully short.
I never knew.
Yeah, there was a certain amount of number of credits that you had to have.
Okay, fair enough.
To graduate.
All right.
Now, you just had to pass a class to get said credits, right?
Right.
Now, you would think that you would have to be able to read and write on some proficiency level to be able to pass these classes. So that should in turn be passing a proficiency test to graduate.
Don't these people get funding based on like
probably
percentages of people? So they're
just
probably
microwaving them through.
Yeah, they
and they've dumbed it way down with this No Child Left Behind shit.
Yeah. Who does that benefit?
The dumbest fucking kid in the class.
Besides your fucked up unions, your teachers' unions, and your school districts when they're trying to get funding, because if there's no penalty for absolutely failing these kids across the country, if it's just about bringing money in for you in these unions, you know?
Yep.
So the State Board of Education decided that, think about that, basic proficiency in reading, writing, or math. I think basic proficiency.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic?
Yeah. I think basic proficiency means you can add 4 plus 4. I don't think it means you need to be some
college level trigonometry or anything.
You don't need pre-algebra or anything like that. Yeah, we sucked at all that stuff.
Be able to write your name.
Yeah. Basic proficiency with reading and writing, though. I just didn't know that was a thing where you could get through high school and not know how to read or write.
That's what I don't understand. I assume that you had to do... Yeah, I'm not sure what the criteria is now for them to be able to graduate. That this
let's
somehow
read it,
so this doesn't pan out till 2029.
I think there's a test they had to take.
Okay.
So the Oregon Board of Education's unanimous decision extends the pandemic era pause on the graduation requirement, which was paused in 21 through the end of the current school year by former Governor Kate Brown, a Democrat. They point out. I love when they do that.
Yeah.
Previously, high school students had to complete an essential skills standardized test in reading, writing, and math in order to graduate.
Oh, so this is a pandemic thing where they weren't in school.
So they're like, you don't have to do that test.
If you're going to graduate, you just have to be able to pass this test.
So it was supposed to be through this year, 23, and it started in 21, and now they're like, nah, how about we go through 29? And everyone unanimously was like, great idea.
So wait, so can I skip class and just take the test?
Probably.
No?
You don't even have to take the test anymore. So you probably still have to go to classes, but at the end of it all, when they go, did you learn anything? Do you know anything? Do you know how to spell your name?
So hold on. They got rid of the test?
Yeah.
Because of the I thought they instituted the test.
No. They got rid of
because of the remote learning and stuff. So it was like, hey, we know everybody's fucked up, so here, just take the test and you can walk.
No.
It's the opposite.
No. They used to have some basic minor shit standard, it sounds like.
Yeah. Like
where it's
like ACT
can you
type
spell
of a thing?
your name? Do you know what 1 + 1 is? Can you read hi, my name is? Can you do that? And they're like, great. You can graduate. And now they're like, nah, too much. The kids were off. Listen, parents, if you don't understand that you are on your own completely with this shit, I don't know what to tell you. You are living under a mushroom.
It's not fair to people that are poor test takers.
Right. Well, they're going to say
exclusionary.
Previously, high school students, I said that, advocates for pausing the graduation requirement argued that the test put certain children, including minority and low-income children,
Oh, the black and brown community.
At a disadvantage.
Disproportionately affected.
Yes.
Can't believe they didn't use that statement.
As Joe Biden once said, and I agree with him, you know what? Poor kids are just as smart as white kids. It's one of my favorite Biden quotes.
It's so amazing. That is so amazing.
Isn't it just incredible?
Yep.
So, under the best of circumstances, in totally normal times, with no pandemic, there are a number of children who just don't test well, Rochelle Chase said.
Poor test takers. There you go.
Yeah,
See?
she founded a social justice and education advocacy group.
Oh, perfect.
Winner. Good for society, Rochelle.
Yeah, really.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, Rochelle. You're killing it.
Yep.
You're doing good stuff.
We are much better. We're much better off for having you in the place.
She also added, it is not a deficit on the part of those children.
No?
They can't pass this test now.
Oh.
Little
Okay.
bit.
Well, listen, don't worry. We'll let life decide that for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to play out well for them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Prior to Thursday's vote, dozens of Oregonians.
I see a lot of government
Yeah.
assistance in their future.
Yeah, so do I, which is what they're banking on.
Yep.
So dozens of Oregonians submitted public comments demanding the proficiency test requirement be enforced again.
Oh, they can't call them Oreganders.
No way. That's why they're calling them Oregonians.
Mm-hmm.
Opponents argued that the extra instruction most high schools provided because of the graduation requirement had helped students. We haven't suspended any sort of assignments. The only thing we are suspending is the inappropriate use of how those assessments were being used. I think that really is in the best interest of Oregon students.
So it was good.
You don't give a shit what's in the best interest
It was
of
good
Oregon
for
students.
decades, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Up
sure.
until the pandemic.
Till 21. Yeah.
And now it's unfair.
Yeah. Since the pandemic, students across the nation are struggling to perform at grade level.
Yeah.
It's not something to brag about.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and we all saw that coming.
Exactly, which is why they should have to pass the test before they graduate, and you don't just microwave them the fuck through.
Yeah.
They need to learn what they need to learn, or they're going to be a fucking anchor for society.
Yeah. Yep. They don't care. Just keep funding our school districts. Yep. Math scores plummeted among 4th and 8th graders in almost every state. Reading scores have also sunk across the country. Many students returned to classrooms last year reading at the same level as when the pandemic started, putting them 2 grade levels behind. Last year, 8th graders had the lowest U.S. history scores on record and among the lowest civics scores. I didn't even think they were teaching civics in schools. Honestly, I didn't think civics courses were even being taught. So, of course, they suck at civics.
Yeah.
Only about 13% of 8th graders met proficiency standards for the U.S. history last year.
The U.S., 13%.
13% of 8th graders.
87% of this country are fucking morons.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you're talking about the most basic shit. You're not even talking about, I don't even think it's to the level of like the test immigrants when they legally come to this country have to pass.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's to that level.
No, they're talking like 5th graders.
Shameful.
And shit, right? 8th graders or whatever that was.
Yeah. They'll ask stuff like,
proficient. That just means like okay.
yeah. You're talking about people who don't know. They'll think Martin Luther King was a fucking president, right?
Yeah.
They're like, what president was Martin Luther King? And they'll be like, was he the first president?
No, I'm not stupid. He wasn't a president. He was a king.
Yeah. Last year, let's see, only 13%, blah, 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 blah. U.S. history. Last year, only about 1/5 of students were proficient or better in civics.
Proficient, competent or skilled in doing or using something.
Yeah. Here's one thing I bet they're very proficient.
Competent.
Yeah. They're incompetent fucking tards that are going to be running shit soon enough. Here's what I do bet. I bet they are very proficient in social justice and protesting. I bet they all know how to create signs, march somewhere.
It might not be spelled properly, but
right.
They can write it out.
Let's see. Exacerbating the problem, students in 4th through 8th grade are actually making slower academic progress now than before the pandemic. Did people just let their kids sit home for 2 years and do absolutely nothing?
Yeah. I mean,
did they really?
Yeah. Well, because parents are at work. I mean, they're not used to being home and schooling their kids. So the kids were just home. At least at school, you were forced to be there on some level.
Yeah, but if you had parents that were both working, the kids couldn't be home alone.
Of course,
so most
to some degree.
parents though were staying home because of the pandemic too. I know people like you had to go to work, but there were a lot of people that stayed home.
I wouldn't say a lot.
You don't think?
I mean, for a minute, but I mean, you're talking about
I
this
think for like a year.
Not quite. I mean, some people milked as long as they fucking could, and some jobs turned remote on some level. But as far as, and every state was different as far as what their mandates were on when you could go back to work and essential workers and all that kind of shit.
Right.
It wasn't a federal mandate across the board.
Yeah.
It was on a state-by-state basis.
Boy, oh boy, I don't know who you think you're helping. Like,
I mean, I was off 5 weeks. That was it.
No, I know you were, but I watched G work from home. And they set him up with an office there.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're on a computer,
there,
you can do. Yeah,
but there's a lot of people that are on computers, and I'm assuming
and there's way more that aren't. I mean, as far as factory workers, every grocery store. I mean, things.
Yeah,
that
but
are
when they were
person,
paying people, that was for months and months and months, where people were collecting government money to just sit at home.
Yeah,
but whatever. We're not going to know what the numbers or percentages are. It's irrelevant. I would think if you're a parent with a child, if that means you got to work fucking 10 hours a day and then come home and fucking, like, you have a responsibility to make sure the kid's not falling 2 years behind and forever fucked.
But what, I mean, listen, if you go to school as a parent,
yeah, I know.
You don't get to speak.
I know, but during those 2 years, I helped teach Marshall. I was there every day with him.
And you were there, right? The parents that go to work, just like when the kids at school during the day, the kids at school from home during the day. Okay?
Yeah.
They're doing their work. They're accountable on some level for whatever the shit they have to do online. On some level, as far as having to log in or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay? But that doesn't mean they're fucking learning anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? The parents are going to come home and quiz them every day because they're home instead of at school. They're going to assume that they're getting the same education at home that they would be getting at school.
That education at home was so stupid.
It was terrible.
It was so basic and so silly.
Yeah, we're going to pay
we went off the grid, and by the time Marshall came back, he was way down the line more advanced than the kids in his class. Mm-hmm. He just was. And it wasn't rocket science. It was easy as shit. Yeah. It was easy as shit to go, no, you're not going anywhere until you fucking do this writing
But to think that kids are going to be accountable. Now, it's one thing if there's a parent staying home or even parents that are
I don't expect the kid to be accountable on any level.
That's just it. I'm just saying it's hard enough to get these kids to pay attention to even give a fuck sitting in a classroom.
Yeah.
At home in their bedroom sitting on a computer. Mm-hmm. Even if they are there physically, they're not there mentally. They're not paying a fucking bit of attention.
Kids didn't give a shit.
They're on their
phone.
They're playing video games. They're doing whatever they are. Yeah. They're just hitting a button every couple of minutes to make it so it looks like they're logged in.
Yeah, totally. And I watched it firsthand.
And we're going to pay.
And
the
if
price.
you let them get away with that, they would get away with that across the board.
Yep. So what's crazy about this is okay. We don't maybe amend the proficiency test. You know, maybe make some tweaks to it to make it more, sympathetic because of it. No, we just get rid of it altogether and then extend it through 2029. Because anybody that was not that I assume is because, okay, well, anybody that was past third grade, first and second grade, they didn't miss shit. They didn't learn anything there. But anybody that was in at least third grade when that happened, they're already behind.
If they're talking about 4th to 8th graders in this, if you can't read between 4th and 8th grade or write or do basic proficiency math, you're fucked. Yeah. You're fucked. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't expect you to know your division times tables and all that stuff. Like, I get it.
But what happens to, like, say the freshman math teacher, right? That has taught the same level math for 20 years.
Yeah.
Same class, same curriculum, same books, everything.
Yeah.
And then now you have a freshman class coming in that has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
So now you have to go backwards to try and teach them all the 8th grade shit that they missed, just to even start to get them to. It's a process that you can never catch up on. Yeah. Because it's hard enough just to teach them the 9th grade stuff if they come in prepared. for that.
And they're not.
So now you have to, so you can't just teach them the 9th grade shit because you're speaking Greek.
Dude, and by the way. So
now you have to try and they're all in different levels. No fucking tard left behind. You got to babysit each one. You got to try and get them up to speed so that you can try. And then even if you want to try, you got to skim through it. You got to streamline it. You got to, give them the Cliff Notes version to try and keep. And you'll never catch up, so they're behind.
I don't know what to like. G and I were talking the other night, and Marshall was there, and he couldn't play video games until his dad looked at his homework.
Good.
Right, one of those
accountability.
And he's on the phone with me, so the last thing G wants to do is fucking check his stupid kid's homework.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know, and he's reading it over, and Marshall's like, yeah, I don't know what to do with that. And G reads me the thing, and it's like, 15 divided by 3 equals, draw a picture explaining your answer. And Marshall's like, I know it's 5, but I said, just draw a picture of your fucking hand. 5. I said, and then G and I sat on the phone going, I don't know what the fuck to tell him.
Was it the answer or the process? Or, well, I mean, because
draw a picture explaining the answer or something like that.
Why the fuck do pictures have to do anything with math?
Yeah, good question. That's new math today.
Yeah.
So Marshall absolutely knows
the answer.
15 divided by 3 is 5.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what the fuck they're asking.
Yeah.
And G doesn't know. G couldn't give a shit less. And neither could I. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I would honestly trace my hand and be like, 5. There's my hand. I drew it. What more do you want me to draw? I mean,
I would draw 15 dots and then circle 5 of them.
Okay, that would work too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But the point is, and I watched Reed do this a few years ago, where it's like he'll just tell you the answer. He knows the answer.
Yeah.
But you're getting in this willy-nilly fruity bullshit.
Yeah. I tell you,
so
that happened. Like Skylar Claude, I can't remember which one now, but asked for help with math, and came in with some of this new math bullshit or whatever.
Yeah.
It was solving a problem, and I'm good at math. I like math. I was like, well, what the fuck is that? Like you're doing 9 steps instead of 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, no, it's just this to this to this. There's your answer. And I'm like, what? And went through and did it the whole long fucking way.
Yeah.
It took 10 minutes to do a fucking 30-second problem. Got the same answer. I go, but math is math. The fucking answer is all that fucking matters. Because it's absolute.
Yeah.
So I went through and was like, oh, boom, bam, bam, bam. Like, they never taught me how to do it like this. Like, yeah, did them all like that. She went in, she got a 0. She got a fucking 0. Every answer was correct.
Yeah.
And she got a 0 on it. And I went storming in there and was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not how I wanted her to do it. I'm like, well, I don't want her doing stupid fucking math.
Yeah.
The math is about finding the answer. I don't care if I have to count it on my fucking fingers. If I get the right answer, it's the right answer.
It's the right answer.
So you can't mark it 0.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to knock it down for not showing your work or doing the wrong process or whatever.
Yeah,
but
she would have got an A+, but we gave her an A- because she didn't show her work properly.
But the answer is the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was a heated exchange.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. And I would have gone
absolutely.
And I would have told my daughter when I got home with her, you're right. I don't give a shit what these wacky fucking assholes say, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly right.
You got the answer right. That's all that matters.
I even got the teacher to admit
it's bullshit.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I go, you can't possibly think this is fucking right. I understand that this is what you're told to teach them. I said, but this isn't how you learned.
No.
This isn't, and this is not the easiest way.
Nope.
How is this better for these kids going forward?
Because shut up. That's why.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, it's a little silly, but that's how math
the
these days.
curriculum.
That's new math. I was like, fuck you and fuck your new math.
Yeah. Dear T. Roy.
There we go.
I'm a divorced dad.
Hey, wait.
What?
I'm a dick.
All right.
Ask T. Roy today is brought to you by the Backcourt Restaurant in Clarkston.
All right.
I got all caught up today. I didn't even want to do a read. Hey, they're located in the Deer Lake Athletic Club. The Backcourt combines first-class service with a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a chef-inspired menu. They have daily dinner specials throughout the week, live music on Friday nights, and on Friday and Saturdays, the best damn prime rib in town. Book it. So next time you're heading out for dinner or drinks, stop by the Backcourt Restaurant in Clarkston. Call them at 248-625-8686 or visit DeerLakeAthleticClub.com.
Easy for you to say. Dear T. Roy, I'm a divorced dad with 2 adult daughters.
Okay, this is right in my wheelhouse.
Okay, 2 adult daughters and a 14-year-old daughter.
Oh, oops. Yep, that's the second.
My older daughters are learning to be responsible for themselves, and I'm proud of them. The question I need help with involves my youngest. She doesn't want to go to school. She stays awake on the phone. I have taken 2 of them from her, yet her fucking mom keeps giving her phones. I've unplugged the Wi-Fi. I've tried talking to my ex about this to no avail. I'm not perfect. I have said things I regret, but I've always loved my daughters. I have explained that my teen is pushing me away, but my ex doesn't give a shit. My heart hurts. Must I just let go?
Boy, I didn't even know that I wrote this.
Yeah, it does. It does sound.
Yeah,
a little,
there's some tendencies there. I might be a little close,
a little more common,
a little too close to the sun on this one. No,
yeah. Just give up. You let them go.
No, it's a weird thing. The dads and daughters, especially with a divorce, it's a weird thing. Daughters, just naturally migrate to their moms, and I mean, every relationship is different, but. Usually the girls stay with their mom, the dads the weekends, every other weekend, even the most involved fathers. Generally,
Yeah, dads have been getting fucked for generations.
Yeah, and there's some dumb cunt fucking ex-wife moms out there that nobody specific, but that fuck the whole thing up for everybody.
Right.
And
right. Heard that.
Are worried, not worried about the kid's best interest.
Wait, but it's important to be cool in front of your kids, though, right?
Yeah, got to be that best friend.
Yeah, that's
that
more
works
important.
Out well. That's
what I would think, anyways. Who wouldn't want to be best friends with their kids?
Yeah, my advice here is stay the course. Stand firm in your beliefs. You can't control everything she does. You can't control what the mother does, but you can control what you do, and you control how it goes in. And while it can be very difficult and it can cause issues now, it's a long life. And if you do it right, they'll figure it out.
They'll come around.
Yeah. So stay the course. Stay true to yourself. Stand in your beliefs. Do the right thing.
Try not to beat the shit out of them. Yep.
Try.
It's a good one.
Yep. If you do, backhand. Or
no close fist.
Shot to the ribs.
Rarely
works. Just take the wind out of them.
Yeah.
Doesn't really leave a mark.
Like that idea.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yep. Can you sweep the legs?
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just get them down. Just let them know. Mm-hmm. That's really effective.
Yeah.
Because they just, next thing you know, they're on the ground. They're like, fuck just happened.
Yeah. Turtling.
No mark. Nothing.
Yeah.
Your word against mine.
Great.
But yeah, hang in there, man. Be the better person. Stand for something. And eventually, hopefully, there's no guarantee, but they figure it out, they come around, and they see what you were doing all along, and that work pays off.
So you're saying it really depends how much fucking structural and personal damage the mother did as to when they come back around and figure it out?
Yep.
Could take a minute.
It could definitely take a minute.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I see how your daughters react to you, and it's great. It's cool to see. I'm sure there were many, many tough days.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yep. There still is.
But they get it now, and it's funny to hear them joke about their goofy mom, which they openly do.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they don't love their mother to death.
Nope.
Of course they do.
Nope. Of course.
But I see that they fully see, like, yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. Oh, now I get it. Yep.
All right. Drum set. Maybe a listener would want that set instead of a fucking scammer.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. I'm getting all the texts that are coming in. I'm ignoring now. If a listener wants this drum set, I'll sell it to him.
Yeah,
100%.
Small markup, but yeah,
fucking an awesome drum set. Roland TD 27. You're not going to find them new for less than you're going to spend $3,900 on them. So. I'm giving a sweet discount on that for
sweetheart of a deal
for a fucking kit that's hardly been touched, literally hardly been touched.
Yeah, I've never seen you play it.
No, it never got played in Arizona. I literally packed it up, brought it home, finally set it up a couple months ago, and I've still never hit it. Mm-hmm. So it's a brand new Roland TD 27. If someone out there, I had someone.
Did your check come in yet?
No, tomorrow it's supposed to.
Okay.
And the guy keeps texting me, and the English is getting a little more broken, and I'm just like, yeah, we're not doing this. But he thinks he's got a kit coming.
Okay.
But honestly, I never even thought about it. But yes, you're right. If a listener is interested in a drum set like that, by all means, I'll help you pack it up. It's great.
Walters with an O.
Walters with an O. Walters at DetroitCast.com. You know what? I got a bunch more. We'll do them tomorrow, but my Niners are playing tonight. We got to get out of here.
Fair.
We got to wrap this up.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. We will talk to you all then.